This one's from Tyler Vidito. Glad he's back. Here's my question. How do I find the motivation to stick to a diet? I have a crazy life with kids and work, and none of my friends have any fitness goals like I do. How can I get inspired to stay consistent? Well, get rid of your friends and kids.
Well, you just said that you're inspired for this fitness lifestyle, so the question doesn't make sense. How do you stay on a diet and shit? You just told me you're inspired for the fitness lifestyle, so what's the problem with eating healthy and eating clean and having kids? I don't get the correlation here. Why is he having a hard time? What's his excuse?
I can relate to it in that, you know, during my life I've been busier and whatever, and it's just hard to juggle it all. And
yeah, it just takes a little planning, sure, because if you get busy, it's easier to grab shit food, or it's easier to get the kids McDonald's and go, oh, I'll have a little bite of that as well. So it just comes down to planning and how bad you want it. Even there's so many healthy like frozen meals you can get now already made, or just buy a whole heap of mince and cook it up with some sort of sauce and some pasta and rice and put it in Tupperware containers and keep it in your fridge. That'll last you probably 4 days. So it's easy just to heat up. Because if things are convenient like that and heat them up, you won't go off your diet. It's when you got to come home and you go, oh fuck, I've got to prepare a whole meal. Then you're like, yeah. So if you can keep things like done, you know, have rice already cooked up for a couple of days in the fridge, and just have things like mince is always easier to cook. Even if worse comes to worse, fucking scrambled eggs. It's a good protein source at night time. You'd have scrambled eggs, throw some tomato in it and a little bit of cheese if you want. So there's all options you can have there, so there should be no excuse really.
Well, my advice would be...
get rid of the family.
No, but just like when you... I reckon a big mistake that you see a lot of people do is they go from one extreme to the other.
Too strict. Oh.
And I think the best way to do it is just swap out stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's all I used to do. It's like I said, I don't even like to call it a diet. Yeah. You just say sensible eating.
Yeah.
Anything eating in healthy. Moderation. Eating healthy, yeah, because that way, if you do get a little craving and you want a little bit of chocolate, have it. Yeah. You're not having it every day, but just have a little bit, yeah. But like I said, people go to that far extreme where it's just like the food's so bland and shit, they're like, oh, I hate this, and it's so done that they last a couple of weeks and then, fuck this. Off the McDonald's they go and they put on more weight than when they started. Yeah, like I said, it's just a matter of sensible eating clean, and like you said, just different things, swap them out. You know something's bad. Like there's so many, like I like potato chips, but if I crave them now, I'll try and buy those healthier ones. You know, you can buy the healthier vegetable type chips and that. They're still not the greatest, but if you want something, have it. Or
you know what I'd get? Just make popcorn.
Yeah, I got that at home too now, yeah.
Just and get the because it's organic corn and you put
we actually got one of those proper poppers, you know, the plastic ones with the thing inside like that. Yeah, so I just buy the bag corn. If I'm on a weekend and I feel bad, I'll already get the one you can buy in the bag that has a bit of salt in it.
Oh,
the sweet and salty one. Like chemicals,
no, but I think it's...
Hey mate, I've had the vaccine, I don't care about popcorn, okay? But you just said homemade popcorn is one of the easiest. You can put a little bit of salt on it if you want and stuff, but yeah.
Well, one of my favourites is that I hadn't had them for years, and we were trying to get my son to eat healthy, and the kids to eat healthy at breakfast, and got oats.
Oh.
And oats with protein powder in it and some fruit. Nice. Like that. Like
well, every morning that's what I have for breakfast. Because to me, I like natural honey in that too, as a sweetener. So I just have oatmeal in the morning. I drizzle a little bit of honey over it, and then I put in like a handful of blueberries or something called banana. And that's what I have for breakfast. I normally have that, then a bowl of low-fat, lactate-free yogurt or something, and that might be my breakfast after I train. And I said sometimes I might put a scoop of protein in it, and then I'll boil some eggs. So later on, I'll have like 6 boiled eggs and something. So. There are little things you're doing, like I said, just having things around, like sometimes nuts if you want to snack on something. And it's just a matter of, like I said, and lately too I've been having a bowl of fruit with just pink lady apples and mandarins and that, so if I get a sweet tooth and I'm in the kitchen, whereas before I was grabbing chocolate, I just grab an apple now, so.
Well, once again, like how nice is that with like some yogurt on it? I break up some walnuts and... and
I like getting, like I said, sometimes I'll just get the yogurt and I'll buy like a healthy type muesli.
Yes.
And put that in the yogurt, then maybe put a bit of honey on that, but also put a bit of fruit on it.
Yeah.
And that's like a nice little meal sometimes. So there are things you can do. It's just like I said with the training, thinking of body weight exercises, it's just a matter of thinking what you can get with little things like that are easy and don't take long to prepare, and you can just do them up. And like I said, even if you've got little containers like this at home and you are working and travelling, like I said, you could put yogurt up to here, put some fruit in there and granola and put a lid on it, and if you've got a cooler or that, you can carry that around, so if you get hungry. You can even, like I said, you get those yogurts now that are low fat, that are like, you know, the tubs, they're like a little tub like this, it's like 15 grams of protein in it.
But even, I get the full strength one, but I just have half of it.
Yeah.
And put the other half as fruit and you know, nuts, or I'm big into me hemp seeds. Like, they're really good.
Ooh, hemp seeds. I like the ones you can get sometimes a little bit naughty, where you get them and one side might have fruit and nuts and chocolates, and you fold it over and mix it in, and you stir it in. You ever seen those little ones where you mix it together? One's like a key lime pie flavour, and another one's like a...
but those things. Another one I've been doing is I buy the, you know, half kilo or kilo bags of beef jerky.
Oh yeah.
But over here, like, they're not like American ones where they'd be full of crap. Like, they're just
full of preservatives.
Yeah, so try and get the best beef jerky you can. But I don't eat a heap of it. I just have like a little.
Carl, who does the photography, he makes his own beef jerky at home and that, so it's really healthy and stuff like that. And like I said, it's nice to chew. And I've had it before. There's a brand I get. It's like a low-fat one. It hasn't got much stuff on it. Because I've done that before. If I've been driving, when I drove to Queensland, just have it in the car to chew on or something. Because like I said, if you don't, it's too easy. I'll stop for petrol.
Yeah.
Oh, there's McDonald's there as well. So if I got like I said, if I'm driving, I got like apples and a banana there and things like that. It's easier to have, like I said, because if you get hungry and there's a McDonald's.
Well, don't you find, like, I know when I go up your way, like, you can have McDonald's, you're starving at the, you know, it's
Twin
about
Servos.
an hour and a bit over an hour from Sydney. By the time you get to Newcastle, you can be hungry again. Like, it just, I think that's the problem with that food. It just doesn't satisfy you, and it makes you crave more. And
satisfies while eating it, because you go, oh yeah, nice. But then, like you said, you're hungry later. No, you just gotta, you know, just work it out what you got to do. Even like I said, even making a nice healthy sandwich, you can get like good bread that's not crazy. In fact, as I said, it's not always too. If you're only having a sandwich, it's not really the bread. It's not fattening. It's when you add the butter and you add everything else to it. But you can make yourself a nice salad sandwich, or get some like chicken breast and make a chicken breast sandwich with tomato and that on it. So there are things I always hate. Like, even when I went to America and I diet for shows, you've had a craving, I'd eat apples. People are like, oh my God, you're eating fruit. There's sugar in that. I'm like, the sugar in fruit's like totally different to eating raw sugar or having sugar in something. It's like, it's a natural sugar.
Well, so the answer is, don't do drastic changes.
No.
Incremental changes.
Yeah, just
and
little
still
things.
have a bit of fun.
Even if you want salad dressing, just try go for a lower fat salad dressing or balsamic vinegar. Little things like that, you know, just, you can still have it. Don't go plain salad, no dressing. There's still just, like you said, it's just substituting things, one thing for another.
And experimenting, finding the things that work.
Exactly.